Alright boys, I'm back. I managed to make it back. You know what I'm saying? I told you I was gonna bring another video within a week. What has it been like 6 days? Just under a week. Alright. But anyways, I gotta throw a disclaimer out there real quick. Like I said, I didn't even know this show was out. I had no idea. I just got a notification of it the other day. And apparently there's 2 episodes out already. So I binged the first 2 episodes back to back. As you can tell by my puffy face, I just woke up from a nap, so I was kind of asleep, and I am kind of asleep, and it's hot as shit over here where I stay at. So I'm like boiling up right now. Okay, but anyways, let's get to the gist of this show. All right. So I watched the first 2 episodes, episode 1 and episode 2. Let's talk about episode 1 a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It was good to see Samuel L. Jackson back. It was good to see Homegirl back again. I forget her name. You guys know who I'm talking about. Oh, Agent Hill. Good to see Agent Hill again. It's good to see everybody again. But I will say this: with episode one, it did kind of seem like, I don't want to say that it was bad acting, but it was almost like like the sense of like these actors are getting back into their roles, and they're not necessarily that they don't know how to play their roles, but like I guess like they're just getting comfortable back into a role that they haven't played in a while. Kind of is what it kind of came off as. So that first episode, but other than that, once you get past that, the uh the story was pretty cool. I like the fact that the whole storyline with how, like, the scrolls, like they came to Earth, and like they want to, co live with us and all this and that, and like Samuel L. Jackson, like, promised that they were gonna be able to do that and all this and that. So like obviously the bad scroll is like feels betrayed by him and all this and that, because he was promised that they were gonna be able to live with them and find them a new home and all this and that. And obviously, Nick Fury still hasn't done that. By the way, spoilers, you haven't seen it already. um I will say, one thing I will say about the show, I will say that it's getting really hard to tell, like, and I guess that's kind of the point, but it's getting kind of hard to tell, like, who's the scroll and who's not. Like, people will show up, and I'm like, is that really them? Like in the second episode, when what's his name, when Rhodey shows up, I couldn't tell if that was like actually Rhodey or not. Like, I could not tell. Maybe that just goes to the point of that's how it's supposed to be, and that's just how dangerous they are or whatever. But yeah, he shows up in the second episode, and I'm like, dude, is that him? I can't tell. I still don't know if that was actually him, because the whole thing that happened with the whole, like, how he like fired Nick Fury and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. That just came kind of weird. I don't know. Brody was being weird as shit. Like, why would he do that? Like, not only do I agree that Samuel L. Jackson like help him get into that position and all that, but like it's just weird. Like, why would Rhodey knows that the Avengers have always gone off the grid and done all this like stuff under, the table. But all of a sudden he's like, oh, we gotta follow the laws. There's still rules that apply to you and blah blah. And you made this mess over there. Meanwhile, he made all this mess when they were in Germany fighting. The Avengers were like fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? But with that said, I think the storyline is actually gotten off to a pretty good start. I don't want to say it's like getting up there as one of the best, Marvel shows up there. But as far as the way it's going right now, I think it's pretty good. I think it's gonna be up there. The storyline is good. The acting has gotten good. I'll say it was only really in the beginning when I'm like, oh, the acting is kind of like, ugh. But it was only, like I said, because I feel like they were just getting back into their roles. What else? What else? What else? The CGI, the CGI. There are some questionable moments, but but there are some questionable moments, but it's not that bad. Honestly, I've seen worse CGI. So that I don't really care about. And I do like the fact that they're using this thing where it's like they have them, like, because obviously they shapeshift. I like the fact that they're like getting them to shapeshift without actually showing power, but like they like walk behind something and change. That's actually a good idea, to use their power without having to like actually use CGI. But like I said, this is pretty much a pretty short video. I'm just giving you my thoughts on the first and second episode. I think the second episode was better than the first one. Um, because obviously obviously Rhodey's in it, so Rhodey all of us automatically makes it better, Um, the whole part where he went to the Senate, and obviously like it's become a whole thing with like Russia. Obviously, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Like, um, everybody thinks that America's trying to like launch attacks on the other countries or whatever. I do think it's weird that, like, and I understand, they're like, oh, the Skrulls have infiltrated like the high government and all this stuff. Um, and like they got powerful positions, but I find it hard to believe that every single government, you know, leader, every single country leader was a scroll. Like I'll say, okay, I would understand maybe a couple of them, maybe, but like every single powerful person in the world is a scroll. I get it. He said that there was like a million of them or something like that, but. And I will say this, Samuel L. Jackson got all salty when he was talking about to Talos about, oh, you know, there's a million of you guys. We can't coexist. You know, this Earth is not big enough for two species or whatever, which makes no sense because when Asgard fucking got destroyed, Thor brought all the Asgardians to live on Earth, and they're living fine. I guess it's just because they're more human. I don't know, but I don't know. That was kind of weird from coming from Samuel L. Jackson's part. And this whole thing about how like they're talking about like, you know, Samuel Jackson, you're washed. You're not the same person who you were before, and blah blah, and this and that. Why is everybody so afraid of? Why is everybody so afraid of Nick Fury? Like Nick Fury was never, like, okay, I get it. He was always 10 steps ahead and the smartest guy and had everything like planned out and all this stuff. But he was never that guy. Like he had his team. Like he'll pull in the Avengers and all this and that, you know, to stop people. But like I don't understand why the Squad are scared of Nick Fury. Like Nick Fury himself is not gonna do anything. Like they'll maybe be afraid of the Avengers, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But like I don't understand what this whole thing about like, oh, Nick Fury, you're not the same guy that you used to be and this and that. Like I don't know, that doesn't really make no sense to me. I don't understand that. And if I sound a little bit hyperventilated right now, it's because it's hot as shit right now. Like oh my god, it's so fucking hot. But with that said, the first two episodes were a blast. I actually loved watching the first two episodes. I can't wait for episode 3. Like I said, I had no idea this shit had dropped. I thought it was gonna drop a month, like a month later. But now that it's here, I binge the first two, and I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna be watching it every week. Every week I'm gonna watch. I'm trying to post a video every single time after watching the new episode. I'm trying to post a new video. But anyways, to summarize, first two episodes. First episode, acting kind of all right. You know, kind of sketchy. CGI, not bad at all. Storytelling, great. Acting in the second episode has gotten a step up. Rhodey has been kind of weird. I don't know what's up with him. It is getting kind of, like I said, hard to distinguish who's real and who's not. But I guess that just goes to the, you know, emphasis of the storyline and all this and that. But with that said, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I love these two episodes. Let me know what you guys thought about it. And let me know something I forgot. Like I said, I'm just talking to you guys off the top of my head after just watching this shit. So I don't have a script. I don't have nothing, you know what I'm saying? So let me know what stood out to you guys. Let me know what I forgot. But with that said, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm trying to post another video as soon as I can. All right. But with that said, hope y'all are taking care. Hope y'all have a good 4th of July weekend. Which I guess it really isn't a weekend. It's, you know, falls on a Tuesday of all things. But I hope you guys have a good holiday. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. We're so close to 100. Please subscribe, all right? But with that said, that's going to be it. That's going to wrap it up. Go watch Secret Invasion if you haven't already. Start watching if you haven't already. And let me know what y'all think, all right? Drop the comments down below, all right? Till next time, it's been me. Take care. Deuce.